Hello, hello. Welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I am your host, Carson, and today we are joined by the wonderful Psychic Teagan. How are you doing today, Teagan?
Hi, Carson. Nice to see you again. I am doing well. Although, the world's a little crazy right now with all this shifting going on. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I personally know that, we just had this full moon, this harvest full moon in Pisces, so it's going to be like affecting a lot of water signs. And we also have this 9/9 portal, which is all about like creating miracles and abundance and rebirth and spiritual awakening. And then to boot, Mercury's in retrograde. So it's there's a lot going on with a lot of people. So I guess like a little snippet before we start answering questions, for everyone who's listening, like try not to take a lot of stuff personally right now with what's happening energetically, because there's a lot of stuff kind of, it's like a roller coaster right now, but there's also a lot of beautiful, beautiful healing in all of this too. So other than that, I'm doing great.
That's good to hear. No, I definitely relate to you on the Mercury retrograde part. I've heard that it messes with electronics, and there have been a lot of work issues today. So I definitely can feel the energy on that one. All
Yes,
right.
yes, it does. And honestly, like really any form of communication, like, people think that communication is just verbally, right? When we hear, people might not always hear the communication that you're trying, that we're trying to like put out, as well as phones, back up your computers, send that extra email or that extra text. Just don't assume that they've received it, because that's the kind of stuff Mercury likes to play with.
All right. Well, before we get started, I do want to list off a few bits of information for our audience. First of all, we do have our promo code going on. If you use the code Tegan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website at californiapsychics.com. Once again, this is Tegan5. This code can be applied and used for $5 credit for any psychic, not just Teagan. But if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, make sure to stick around and find out her exact schedule later in the stream. Lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off a few ground rules for questions. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this does include treatments, medications, and pregnancies, and etc. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you include their name. This allows Teagan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. And I guess without any further ado, we can go ahead and begin answering questions today. And also, as a reminder, at the last third or quarter, we will be switching over to tarot and or tarot/charms. And so, if you want, you can have Teagan draw both or a card or pick out a charm for you. So, all right, we can go ahead and start off with some questions. Also, I did see one little note for you, Teagan.
Yes.
Somebody from Karya says that they used to work with you at California Psychics. They went to California together to do a shoot for the CP magazine. And
I do remember Karya.
yeah,
Hi.
she just says hi and just said wanted to stop by just because she saw you online today. So
Oh, awesome. Nice to tell her hello. Well, I know she can hear me. I hope you're well.
all right. No, we do have one. Our first question is from Alicia, who is asking, has anybody I have dated in the past thinking about me? In fact, actually, I might have to ask you, Alicia, if you could ask again your question, but please do include a name so that way Teagan can properly connect. Um, we will be able to answer your question again. This is for Alicia. Um, we have our next question from Mary Ann. Teagan, can you please provide some clarity about my connection with Rob and in what direction you see it going? Thank you very much.
Okay, so Carson, just to let you know, I'm not seeing the questions along the bottom, so
Oh,
I am going to be just kind of jotting some notes. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
sorry, my
That's
apologies.
okay. No problem. Okay, so we are focusing on Rob. Okay, Marianne, go ahead and just take a couple of deep breaths. Just give me permission in your mind to connect with you. Focus that heart space around your question. And Rob, give me just 1 second, okay? Okay. Okay, so Marianne, the first thing that I am feeling, and of course, I don't ever want to like be disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. But in my mind, I'm literally seeing like it's time to make some kind of a judgment call around something. Now, that doesn't always necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. I feel like something needs to be defined in order for things to be happy. I'm seeing this teeter totter of a shifting up and down and up and down. And it's just, you know, when you go to a park when you're a little kid and you're playing on the teeter totter with your friends, and it's like Rob's on one end, Marianne, you're on the other, and you're like down, you're the grounded one right now, Marianne. And Rob is up there going, woohoo, he's kind of, up in the air. A balanced relationship has to jump off that ground and go back up, jump off that ground and go back up. So what I'm hearing right now is I do feel like two of you give each other a lot of happiness, but I also feel like the two of you are just like missing one another. I feel communication is super important, and there needs to be some form of like, you may have to make that judgment call to say, hey, guess what, Rob? We really, really need to talk on a different level, because I just don't feel like you guys are hearing each other right now. But I see that you guys create a lot of happiness in each other's world. So try to balance that relationship out a little bit. I feel that there's opportunity for the two of you to become successful in it, but something has to give right now. Okay, something has to give. It's too out of whack. It's too out of, when I say out of whack, the teeter totter is this way instead of up and down and up and down. So I feel there's opportunity. Communicate it.
All right. Our next question comes from, oh, we did have a question from Karya, who is asking, hi, Teagan, I am currently writing a book. Do you see anything around that, or do you see it getting published and being successful?
Oh, okay. My bud's falling out here. Oh, Karya, it's so nice to thank you for popping in here. Okay, give me 1 second. Go ahead and just focus your question around your heart space. Give me permission. Okay. The first thing that I see when I close my eyes, dear, is very much like the hermit. I feel like whatever you are writing about, you are delivering some form of wisdom to people, information, knowledge, the things that you have discovered. I feel your book is going to be very it's like this beautiful hodgepodge of knowledge and wisdom. I don't know if it's like a fantasy book or anything like that. I'm already seeing eyes on it. Okay, I already feel like there's eyes. So let me go ahead and answer your question. Okay, okay, right around mid February to early March, I do feel that there's going to be 2 to 3 people. Either you have emailed them a small little snippet of this particular information, and I literally see 3 to 4 people reading, looking, and intrigued. I will tell you that I do feel it will get published. There may be a little bit of delays because I do feel like people are competing for your book. So I'm going to say right around mid February to mid March, something a lot more written in stone, if you will. The writing is on the wall for you. This is what you are meant to do. You are mentor to many people. So the information that you are delivering is wise and people want more of it. So you betcha it's going to happen. It's just not going to happen by the end of this year, sweetie. It'll happen into the next year.
All right. Our next one is from Dale, who is asking, will I meet a companion soon? And do you have a description, please?
Ooh, I like it. Okay, so Dale. Okay, Dale, go ahead and just focus your question around your heart space. Give me permission, and let's see what comes up here. Okay, so Dale, first of all, I feel like you also are going to be juggling 2 people. Okay. I feel, first of all, I feel a work connection. That does not necessarily mean that you are going to be meeting this person at work, but it could mean that you're going to be meeting this person through work. Spirit could also be telling me right now that I feel like you could be having a lot in common around what it is that you do for a living. Okay. I'm getting a lot of work energy, but I'm also seeing you like, and for lack of better description, because sometimes it's easier for me to just tell you what they show me in my mind, and then you get to discern what that means. It's like you're juggling. Okay, but you don't have 3 balls up in the air. You're actually juggling from one side to the other. Okay, I am seeing the number 2, so I'm going to say no later than February of next year. This could be as soon as the next 2 months before you actually meet this person. This could be connected to some kind of work. activity, event that you are doing. This person could be about 6 degrees of separation outside of your work, but I do feel you have a lot in common. For example, if you're in insurance, this person could be also insurance. If you're in medical, this person could also be in medical. But I do feel that you're going to have two people kind of cross your paths, because I'm seeing like this X coming through, which means that that's how it always works, right? Like you're looking for like connection and love. It's like when it rains, it pours, right? So you could meet someone within the next 2 months, going into February of next year. This person is very solid. They're going to be very smitten with you. There's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts. This is not a float in, float out kind of energy. But I also feel you could be dating somebody, seeing somebody before that heart space really hits. So no later than February. It's solid. This person is rooted. They do well for themselves. I would almost tell you they're an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So be on the lookout for that by the end of this year, going into 2023. Yes.
All right. And our next one, is from Mike now, who is asking, do you think my friend and I, Sarah, are twin flames?
Okay, Mike and Sarah. Okay, so Mike, I'm gonna be super honest with you. Twin flames is a word to me that is really, really, really powerful, and I'm not saying that you don't recognize that. So as long as you understand, like twin flames can also be pretty difficult sometimes, because they kind of come from the same seed and they kind of separate. So sometimes people will associate relationships with, oh, it's a struggle, so it must be a twin flame. So know that I don't say it lightly, but I do feel that there is a new beginning for the two of you. I do feel that you have had deeper connections, maybe even in a past life. I do sense that there is something deep. I am seeing, here's the funny one. I'm seeing two peas in a pod, but I'm also seeing fire at the end of it. So that says to me that there's a lot of passion for one another. And I do feel that you share a very deep soul connection. So we have many soulmates. Okay, we do. So with the fire, with the flame in my mind, I do feel that the two of you, maybe she hasn't recognized it yet, but I do feel that this is a twin flame connection for sure for you. I hope that you guys can. It's hard. Twin flames are hard. They're hard to work through. Kirsten, are you familiar with like how difficult like twin flames can be? Because it's like they split. When they come here, they split down, and then when they try to find each other, they do this.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very unpredictable, I would say.
Yeah. So I feel a lot of passion between the two of you, and I do feel that you were two peas in a pod. So I am going to say yes, and I don't say it lightly. I do feel that there is a connection here for the two of you.
All right. Our next one is from Beth now, who is asking, will Dave and I work this out? I'm assuming there's a problem going on, and if so, when?
Okay, Beth and Dave. All right, as I write the two of your names down on my notebook, Beth, the first thing that I feel is that somebody has a lot going on. Okay, I'm going to date myself a little bit. Back in the day when we used to open up a newspaper and we actually would read the comics, and you would see like the little cartoon person with all these bubbles coming up out of their head. I feel like Dave, I'm going to actually attach this to Dave, Beth. I feel like Dave has a lot of other things going on. There's lots of bubbles coming up and out around his head, which says to me that in the moment, right now, the two of you may float away from one another. Okay. It says to me until he can kind of get some of these other bubbles, kind of these other thoughts, kind of a little bit more secure. It's like my spirit guides are telling me for you, like, I know this is weird. I don't ever like to tell people what to do on these lives or even in my readings, but I'm literally seeing this. Like right now is the time to just allow him to, him or you to do. There's just too much in the mind. There's a lot of assumptions going on too. No disrespect around that, but that's what those bubbles say to me. So if anything, sweetie, it's going to be after 2023. I just don't see right now the two of you connecting on the same page, reading the same book. I feel he's being kind of pulled off stage, if you will. When you you go to like a melodrama and you watch the guy come out before like the actual theater starts, and he's saying all, or he or she is telling all these goofy little things, and then the hook comes and grabs him and takes him off stage. I literally feel like right now he is preoccupied, and I feel like the more energy that you put into Dave, the more disappointments you're going to have right now, because he's really just got a lot in his mind and a lot on his plate. Try not to take it personally, because I do feel right now this means shh, just give him time, pull back, trust your intuition, and look for something a little bit more solid coming out of him after the first of the year.
All right. Our next question comes from Courtney, who is asking, what will be the outcome for myself and Levi?
All right, Courtney and Levi. Okay, so give me 1 second. Sometimes when I write your names, I can get some information here. You've been super, super patient. Somebody's been super, super patient, patiently waiting. Courtney, I don't ever like to deliver, I don't want to say it's heavy energy, but I feel like somebody's sliding somebody over into the friend zone. I don't know that Levi is capable of giving you at the moment. Okay, we could always look at that down the road, but right now in the moment, I feel like you are patiently waiting on the sidelines, if you will. I'll give you a visual of what my spirit guides are showing me. You just planted your garden in the springtime. You're watering it every day. You're waiting for them to blossom. You're waiting for those flowers to come up, Courtney. And I feel like you have done the work, and I feel like you're getting you've been super patient, but I just right now, somebody's living in the past. Somebody has got some stuff that they need to work on that's behind them. And I feel like right now the two of you need to become more of friends, redevelop the friendship, allow somebody to heal here, because I see some disappointment. You could be on the same page, but you're on very different chapters right now, is the best way for me to explain it. Does he care for you? Yes. Do you feel that you guys have a lot of fun together? Yes. But I feel like, everything has an expiration date. And I feel like you have tried to give this person an opportunity, like, I'll respect, I'll pull back, I'll give you the time that you need. But it gets to a point where you also have to take care of yourself too, Courtney. So for the time being right now, I feel like it's super important that somebody needs to heal here, and I feel it's Levi before things move forward.
All right. We will be answering questions in just a moment, but now that we are about a third of the way through the stream, I do want to remind everybody that we do have a promo code going on. And if you are enjoying the stream as well, make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to share as well. Additionally, do want to remind, the promo code. If you use the code Teagan5, you will receive $5 off a new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website at californiapsychics.com. Once again, this code is Teagan5. You can see it down below. This code can be applied and used for any psychic, not just Teagan. But Teagan, why don't you tell your upcoming schedule for anybody who's interested in getting more insight to their answers today?
Absolutely. And you guys, just so that you know, sometimes from week to week, it does change. This week I'm 10 to 3 Mountain between, tomorrow and Friday. Sometimes I also pop on just, spontaneously through chat. So 12 to 3 Mountain, Tuesday through Friday this week.
Awesome. And don't forget, you can also set up appointments, so that way you don't have to wait in the queue to get a hold of Teagan, and that way whenever it's your turn in line, you can get notified. But all right, we can go ahead and jump right back into answering our questions. We have one here from Alicia. This is circling back to Alicia. Can we ask a different question? Yes. Are there any spirits around in my condo? If so, are they good? Hopefully.
All right. Okay, Alicia, this one might just take me a little bit longer than normal. Give me 1 second. I'm writing. Okay. I'm seeing the number 3. Okay. First of all, I feel like, I literally, I don't want to scare you when I say this, because I don't want you to take this literally. I want you to take it more figuratively. I literally feel like there is a tap, 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 tap on your shoulder. Not because there is a spirit in your condo. I feel like you are actually being pulled from your spirit guides. They're wanting to help. They're trying to communicate with you. Now, I will tell you, did you recently move into this condo? Is this a fairly new, the last 3 months, 3 weeks? Because I do feel that there is some spirit activity going on in your condo. I'm not, give me one second. I feel like it's kind of scaring you a little bit, or it's making you kind of go, whoa, what just happened here? But my guides keep telling me it's something to do with your guides. So I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of a little bit of both of the energy. Quick question, Alicia. I feel like there might have been somebody that came over, visited, maybe had some a loved one who had crossed over, or just some heavy energy. I feel like a lot of their energy might have stayed within. I know that sounds weird, but I'm not getting a bad spirit spooky energy. I feel like your guide is trying to clean up residual from someone else coming over, if that makes sense. Yeah, so let me know on that, because I do see the number 3. So I do feel, to me, 3s are about manifestation. Have you been calling in your spirit guides? Have you been asking for your angels to come in and assist you? But there was someone that was going through a difficult time that brought some negative energy into your space. And I feel some of this activity that you're feeling is your spirit guides trying to clean some things up.
All right. Our next one is from Verena. Verena, hi Carson and Teagan. Do you see any changes coming my way or any messages for me? I'm on a crossroad and feeling stuck. Sorry for being a bit general, and thanks for all you do.
Okay, so Verena, I am going to go ahead and just ask what it is specifically that you need to know in regards to your message, because this really could be about a lot of different,
Do you want me to?
categories in your life.
Would you
But
like me to circle back to this question?
No, I can go ahead and answer. I can answer what I'm hearing right now. I feel like this has something to do with money, finances, your career. Okay. I feel like you may be pulling back, feeling a little bit off track. I do sense the last 5 weeks, the last 5 months, you might have just felt like, gosh, what am I supposed to do with my life right now? Like, I always make fun of myself. I surface back around so nobody ever feels like I'm picking on them, but I always say, well, Tegan, what do you want to be when you grow up? And, I'm already a grown up, right? But I'm always asking that question. I feel, sweetie, you've come to some kind of a crossroads around finances, money, and or career. And I'm sensing that you are just not feeling that jive. I do feel by April, or within the next 4 weeks to 4 months total, which potentially could put you right at the 1st of January, you're going to start feeling stable again. Okay. Whether this is, it's funny because I'm seeing, like, first of all, money doesn't grow on trees, but my guides are showing me literally like coins coming down off of trees. Like, you are growing something new financially. Okay. Struggling. Okay. All right. Um, don't ever want to tell you what to do. I need you to hear this in your heart, and I need you to make sure it feels comfortable for you. But if you have completed a cycle in what it is that you're doing, and I do feel that there is something that you are supposed to be not laterally moving across, Verena, but you are supposed to be stepping up to that next phase. Give it 4 weeks to 4 months max. I do feel that you're going to find yourself feeling stable again. And universe is extending like an olive branch to you, saying, here, I'm going to sound bossy. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't feel like just the first offer coming in. If you're not happy in this role, start to push forward, because I do feel like this is something that you are supposed to be doing. Closed cycle, moving forward, more stability, and you don't feel so guarded. You actually feel like your heart is opening and you have an opportunity to have a voice. Let me know how that works out, sweetie. It's on its way. Claim it.
All right. Our next one is from Vanessa, who is asking, hello, Teagan, is Seth the one that I will marry? Do you see, what do you see for us in the future? I am a Leo and he is a Virgo, by the way.
Vanessa and Seth. Oh, right. All right. So you go ahead and close those eyes for me, just in your heart space. Give me permission. Focus that heart space around Seth. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, first of all, once again, I'm that psychic that is going to tell you, hey, this is the opportunities that I see. You know, we do have free will. First of all, Vanessa, it's super, super important. I feel that the both of you do want that. Okay, you might not want it tomorrow. You might want it a lot quicker than Seth does. When I close my eyes and I connect, I literally see stars in the sky. So this either says to me that one of you, well, you told me you're a Leo and he's a Virgo. So these stars to me say, don't lose faith, don't give up, keep going forward. Right now, I don't necessarily see the two of you diving in headfirst to marriage. What I do see is the two of you manifesting a future of a partnership. And my guides are telling me marriage is a potential here. It's just not going to happen quickly. Okay. And that could also look like, I almost feel like they say that you guys have had to go through, or the two of you have manifested each other, or you have, okay, you know, when you're a little girl or a little boy and you see a falling star, see a shooting star, you grab the dandelion and you make that wish. It's like, I feel like Seth has manifested you, you have manifested him, but don't go 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Spirit is saying there's opportunity, but there's still a lot of things that you guys need to define. There's a lot of things that the two of you need to work at together. So opportunity, yes. If it was a no, my guides would tell me straight up no. Okay, so they're not telling me a no. They're just saying that it may not be as quickly as you want. You guys have you both have some work to do. And what I mean by that is think of when you purchase land and you're going to buy a house, okay? You purchase the land first. Then you bring in the excavator and you dig the dirt, and then you pour the foundation. You guys have found the lot. You found the space. You've poured the foundation, but the walls aren't built yet. You haven't framed it yet. So opportunity 100%. Communication is super important.
All right. And, all right. That was one for Vanessa. Next, we have one for Caitlin, who was asking, will David and I start a relationship soon? Thank you.
Caitlin and David. All right. Somebody's had some kind of a major rug pull out from underneath them right now, Caitlin. I write your name down. I instantly see the tower energy coming down. I don't know if I feel like it's very separate of one another. So let me explain. I wrote your name first. I didn't feel the tower energy. I wrote Dave's energy. I felt the tower energy. So a couple of different things that could tell me is right now his world has just flipped upside down, inside out, or something very unexpected has taken place. Okay. I do feel that once things settle in a little bit, I don't know that David is quite ready. To unzip the heart space, allow you to jump in, zip back up, and call it a relationship. He's got some struggles. He may have had some like personal family stuff going on around him, some stuff with his career right now. So if he were to dive in with you right now, it'd be a lot of work. Okay, because he's just not that I'm saying he's a bad guy by all means. He's just has to rebuild something that came crashing down on him. And what I don't want to happen, Caitlin, here I am going to sound bossy again. I don't want you to be the heart nurse. And what I mean by that is we go to the hospital and we break our arm, and there's the nurse that helps set it, helps wrap it, puts and you come back 8 months later, 8 weeks later, and you take it off. He has some work that he has to do because life changed upside down for him. I am going to tell you that right around November, he looks a lot more solid for me, Caitlin, and I feel that there's more of an opportunity for you to have what we would traditionally call a relationship. Right now, just be his friend, support him if you can, but keep doing you.
All right. And our next one is for Vanessa, who is asking, do you see a romantic relationship happening soon between Jamie and I? If so, when do you see this progression? Thank you so much.
Okay. So I feel there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you, Vanessa. I also feel like, and I see the lovers in my mind right now. And now the lovers does not always mean that there is a third party energy. That's not what it means. In my mind, it means a choice. And here's what I mean by that. Do you both move forward in love, or do you move backwards in fear? Okay. Is the heart here? Yes. Is it going to take a little bit of time to progress forward? Yes. One of you, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's Jamie, because when I wrote Jamie's name down is when I saw the lover's energy. I feel the two of you feel very comfortable with one another. That lover's energy is very, very much a soul energy connect. That doesn't mean I want to like claim that, that this is a soulmate energy, but it's a feel good energy right now. Okay. Psychic Teagan comes out. Don't speed up too quickly. I feel like he wants to open up more. I feel that there is potential love here, but right now he's a little fearful in love. Okay, maybe he's afraid that if he signs up for love, he might lose his freedom. He may feel like he's not quite ready to jump all the way in, but I do feel it's going to progress. And if you're comfortable with going slow, I do see the two of you moving forward in love as opposed to backwards in fear. It's like this inch close, inch close. Wait, not that close. This is what will happen with you and Jamie if you move too quick. Allow it to develop. Allow the two of you to really just enjoy one another, because I do see something really nice between the two of you. It's just not going to go 0 to 60 in 3.2.
All right. And our next question is from Mirna, who is asking about Hi, my name is Mirna. I have been dating a man named Jesus. Do you see us in a long-term relationship? Thank you.
Okay. All right, go ahead and focus. Mirna, focus your heart space, your question on Jesus for me. I'm writing down a name. I'm writing Jesus's name down, and of course, I'm not picking on him. But sometimes when I write down that energy, I get a little bit of a intuitive gut punch. I'm seeing the Three of Wands in my mind, and the Three of Wands to me, depending upon how you view it, is I feel like right now the two of you, there is obviously physical distance here. Okay, check in every once in a while. I don't know that and this is what I don't want to like plant a seed in, because remember, you have free will and you can still, make changes. You just have to work on things. He really is struggling with the distance. If the two of you don't make it, it is not going to be because you don't care about each other and because you don't love each other. It's truly because he wants to smell you, kiss you, touch you, be right there with you, and having that physical distance. Or there's a wedge, okay? There's some kind of wedge, whether it's emotional or actual distance. It's I do, for the two of you, putting in a lot of effort, okay? Okay, but I am not prepared to sign up to say right now, the two of you, you got this. I'm not prepared to say that. I feel right now you guys are already like, whether you do Sunday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights, you FaceTime and you spend time. There's got to be a lot of trust and a lot of communication in long-term relationships. Or excuse me, did you? Yeah, in this, there's a wedge. As soon as the wedge comes out and the two of you communicate, it's going to take some time, sweetie. It could be my March, or something could be shifting, because you're wanting to know about long term, and I just keep seeing distance here. Yeah. Is there distance between, are you guys living in a different state? Or is this just an emotional distance right now, Mirna? This is a physical distance? Did you guys meet online or something? I know it's hard for you to respond right now, but I just feel that right now he's just there's going to be a lot of effort that is needed in this relationship right now, and I feel it's because of some kind of distance or some kind of emotional wedge. I feel like you're going to be putting a lot of effort into it, and he may every once in a while, but remember, it's got to be the two of you have to come together to create that peace. And right now I feel like he's not quite all on board all the way.
Sorry, I'm just kind of scanning
Sure.
to see if there's any answers real quick. I don't think so.
Okay.
So I think we made. Oh, she does say no.
Okay.
But...
No emotional or physical. Okay. Yeah, because right now I just feel like it's going to require some work, sweetie. I do. So I can't sign up for the long term at this moment. I feel potentially in the next 3 months or by March. But right now he just feels a little fickle to me.
All right. I do want to remind everybody that we are going to be switching to tarot questions here in about 5-ish minutes or so, maybe a couple questions. So just a reminder that if you are wanting to have your questions answered through tarot or through charms, the last 15 minutes will be dedicated to only answering questions through those methods. I'll go ahead and switch over to that, but I just wanted to give a reminder to everybody. We do have one next from Taylor, who is asking, how does Edward feel about me? Does he still want to be with me? Thank you.
Okay, so Taylor and Edward. Okay. I see a small, tiny little sabbatical. So I feel like the two of you may not talk for 4 days, up to 4 weeks. I doubt it's going to be 4 weeks. That feels too long, even saying out of my mouth. I just feel that this needs a little bit of time. I do feel that he does want to be with you, but he also feels like he's fallen. This is the visualization that I get, Taylor. Somebody's going down the road, they're driving their bike, they literally, like, they hit a rock and they fall off. I feel somehow or another Edward hit something, whether it's something not literally, okay, figuratively, hit something in his life where it kind of threw him off a little bit, and instead of communicating it, getting back up on that bike, wiping himself off and moving forward, it's got him kind of thinking a little bit, or he's trying to fix some things. So in your particular situation, I do feel that the two of you are going to have another opportunity to reconnect. I do feel that he cares for you right now, but it's kind of like you're the batter and the pitcher just threw you a curveball and you were expecting a fastball. Okay. He was just, something came up that he wasn't expecting that derailed him a little bit, Taylor, but you should be hearing from him in 4. Okay. 4 days. Within the next 4 weeks. And again, that feels too long for me when I say it. Within the next 4 hours, 4 o'clock tomorrow, the 14th, something like that. And he's going to start to open up again. So I would hang in there. I mean, I would never tell anybody to, hold their breath by all means, but allow him to just figure some things out, and he'll be back on that bike, ready to give you more of him. So I feel he cares about you.
All right. Our next one is from Justin, who is asking, my husband Alex recently passed. Is he okay? And is he okay with how I am processing and moving forward?
Okay, Justin and Alex. Okay, Justin, giving me just a little bit more time to connect for you. If you could please go ahead and close those eyes. Invite Alex into our communication, please. So give me clarity, please, for Justin in regards to... Okay. The first thing that I literally see visually in my mind, and sometimes these things are metaphoric, sometimes these things are literal. I feel like when Alex passed, something quick happened. He popped up and out very, very quickly. Reminds me of a champagne bottle that's been like shaken up and just patiently waiting. Like, so to answer your question, do I feel that he is okay? Yes, I do. I feel like something happened quickly when it was his time to pass. He popped up and out. His soul popped up and out, and I do feel that he is around you a lot. I want you to notice light flickering, driving in your vehicle, all of a sudden one of your songs come on. I do feel like he is trying to communicate with you in regards to letting you know that he is okay. I keep hearing something about a very unexpected kind of thing, or you might not have been there when he passed. So I feel like he's saying, hey, I'm okay, I hear you. As far as you proceeding moving forward, it's like he's saying that he's happy for you, but he also like wants you to feel him. So there's this energy of, yes, he's moving on, he's proceeding forward with his life. This is what I want him to, but it's almost like he's on the other side going, please feel me, please know I'm giving you permission, please let me sense me. So recognize dreams coming through. I feel like he's saying something about, I don't know why, I just keep seeing a light bulb explode. like a light bulb exploding. So it's like I think he is trying so hard to tell you, I am okay with what you are doing. Like the light bulb's going on, and but he's giving so much energy that it's bursting it. Okay, so have you dreamt about him? Is he flickering your lights? Is your microwave just all of a sudden go weird? Did your the light pop or something? Because I'm literally feeling, and maybe I'm not supposed to be taking that literally, but he is saying, and I also feel like that's how he passed very quickly. Like it wasn't a slow kind of moving thing, up and out, but he just wants you to feel, hey, you're good. I accept, be happy, and move forward. Light bulb, boom. Yes.
All right. Good vibes to you, Justin.
Yes.
Do want to remind everybody that now that we're have about a quarter of the stream left, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do like and subscribe. Make sure you share as well. We very much appreciate it. I do want to remind everybody as well that we do have our promo code available. You can see it below. If you use the code Teagan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading, and can be applied through our website, californiapsychics.com. Once again, the code is Teagan5. This code can be applied and used for any psychic, but Teagan, can you go ahead and remind everybody what your schedule is for anybody who's looking for any additional insight?
You got it. For this week only, I am 12 to 3, Tuesday through Friday. That is Mountain. 12 to 3, Tuesday through Friday, Mountain time.
And once again, you can set appointments with Teagan, so that way you don't have to wait in the queue while you're waiting. But yeah, if we can switch over now to Tarot and Charms.
And Carson, really quick, if I might add, also, if you guys don't have time to chat or you can't get into my queue, feel free to send me a direct message. It's a great way to, it's kind of like just sending a text. Once I receive it on my end, I will respond and get back to you, and we can always do it that way too. So.
And that is all through californiapsychics.com. So go ahead and go and find Teagan's profile, search up California Psychics, then you search up Psychic Teagan. You'll find all the information right on her profile page.
Awesome.
All right. So we are switching to Tarot and Charm questions now. So if you are wanting to have your answers or have your questions answered through Tarot or Charm, yeah, we will begin on that. We do have one from Lori right now who is asking, Teagan, is there anything I am not aware of in a work project that I need to know in order to succeed? And I'm guessing it's dealer's choice, whether Tarot or Charm.
Okay. I have the cards in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and just ask the cards to give me that information. I know you asked for a card or charms, but the first thing in my mind I see is the wheel. So if the wheel pops up, I'm going to, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like you're a little stuck in some kind of a routine, but let's see what the cards say. What's up with Lori? Eight of Pentacles. It's been a lot of work, but don't give up, sweetie. You're mastering something, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is, it's kind of like you just so focused that you're not aware of kind of what's going on because you have those blinders on. But this always says with hard work comes success. Okay. So I will tell you that things are going to become, stay focused, keep doing what you're doing. You may feel, Lori, like you are the only person working towards this. Maybe that's why I saw the wheel and a little bit of a bit of a routine, or there might have been some delays around your project. But in the end, keep doing it. It will require a lot of work, but you got it.
All right. Our next one is for Marley, who is asking for a love charm.
All right. Okay, Marley. What does Marley need to hear today? Oh, that one's stuck. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, I have a couple. So first of all, I have this little mask, okay? So when it comes to love, I feel like somebody is finding you very, very mysterious. Kind of like the Queen of Wands to me is this card. It's like going out, having a good time, enjoying. Somebody is finding you they're very attracted to you. You're kind of this mystery kind of woman, a lot of excitement going on. Okay. And then I do get the little quirk. The quirk came out, so I have to tell you. So I do feel like eventually, if this person hasn't spoken, there's something for you to be excited about or something that you will be celebrating around the heart space. And I know I only supposed to choose one, but the letter F came out too. So that doesn't necessarily mean that their initial will be, but when they pop up, I do like to share. So something very mysterious. They find you mysterious. Something to, maybe you're going to a party. You could even be meeting this person for Halloween. You're wearing that mask, something like that. If you're in a relationship right now, it's getting a little steamy.
All right. Next one is for Cynthia, who's asking for a love charm again.
All right, Cynthia. What do we have going on for Cynthia here? Okay. So I have this seahorse. Which means right now you may feel like love is maybe not going as quickly as you want. Beautiful thing about the seahorse is it is slow and steady, and it does always win the race. If you've ever watched a seahorse actually swim, it's very elegant. It spins so quickly, and it just floats around. This charm could be telling you to go float around, do your thing, be your elegant you, be charming. If you are in a relationship right now, it could be moving slower than you want it to move, but it is moving in the right direction. And I apologize for my dog. Okay.
No worries. He wants to be part of the live as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Our next one is from Isha, who is asking dealer's choice, tarot, or charms. What is in store for me and Talvinder for the rest of 2022? Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my cards on this one just so I can give you a little bit more detail. Sometimes I have to throw a couple of charms to get a little bit more detail for you. So give me just 1 second. All right, Aisha and Talvinder. Hopefully I said that right. What is in store for 2022, for the rest of 2022 for the spirit? Give me clarity, please. All right, so Two of Pentacles right now. Two of you could just be, first of all, I want you to recognize the rainbow in this card, okay? I do feel you guys both have a lot going on. You guys could be going back and forth a little bit with that Two of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, to clarify, the Magician. I do feel the two of you are very busy going back and forth. I do feel you're sharing this same dream, hence the rainbow in the middle of the Two of Pentacles. You are going to be getting a lot more steady with one another by the end of the year. And I do feel like the two of you have all that you need to create a beautiful relationship with one another.
All right. Our next one is for Andrea, who's asking for a love charm.
All right. Okay, Andrea, Spirit, give me some kind of information on a love charm here. All right. Okay. So the charm that I got for you today is just laugh. Okay. This is a charm that this is what I associate with the sun card. Okay. Just because you look at the sun, we're outside playing, we enjoy. There's someone that's getting ready to step into your life, or if you are in a relationship right now, that makes you laugh, brings you back down to that feel of, oh my gosh, I feel like I used to play with this person in the sandbox. Okay. This is saying that I do feel love is coming. This person is going to be witty. They're going to be playful, and they're going to be fun, because they associate this with the sun card. Potentially could be a Leo. Okay. And it just feels like this person is very bright, or together the two of you will laugh a lot. I'm seeing the number 3 and 4. This could be anything from 3 to 4 weeks, no later than March or April of next year. Okay. And if you're in a relationship right now, you are about ready to just go and have some fun together. You may even just be basking in the sun and enjoying and laughing. Laughter is super important in your relationship, and this person is going to be very witty.
Awesome. All right. Our next one is for Elizabeth, who's asking for tarot and charms. Would like to know if my last person, Noelle, has ghosted me. And may not be able to answer I don't understand why, just the tarot and charms, but.
All right, let me see what I'm gonna try to give you a little bit more detail with the cards here, but I can also pull a charm here if Spirit wants me to. Give me 1 second. All right, Spirit, can you please give me clarity for Elizabeth in regards to Noelle? I know her ghost. What's that? What's up with the ghosting, please? All right. the Devil card. Okay, now a lot of people freak out when they see this card, of course, because it's not the, it doesn't have the best reputation. I am going to tell you that this person could be dealing with some of their own fears, number one. Number two, there could also be feeling very trapped or feeling controlled, not necessarily by you, Elizabeth. Okay, when I say that. It also can represent just some, some toxicities. I'm not going to attach any of these words to your particular situation. I will let you do that on the other end. But this could also be addictions, overworking, drinking, partying too much or whatever, or just straight up fear. The acronym that I like to attach to fear is forget everything and run. Okay. What I feel, Elizabeth, is I feel like this person might have came in pretty quick, pretty fast, and there was a lot of steamy energy. There's a lot of like seduction here in this card if you look at that. And this person just might have went, whoa, like, ooh, I gotta slow this down, I gotta cool this down, this scares me, it goes too fast. Let me see what's up underneath the deck. Yeah, this person's very attracted to you with the Queen of Wands, so I do feel it's more fear-based, but they could be dealing with just some of their own personal things they need to kind of get back into check.
All right, next one is for Aisha, who is, does John still have feelings for me? Either tarot or charms. Lots of dealer's choices today.
I love the charms, but I feel like sometimes the cards give me a little bit more detail. But you know what? I'm actually going to pull a charm here. Okay, Spirit, can you give me clarity, please, on how does John still feel for Aisha? All right. Interesting enough, I have and it's hard for you to see, so I'm going to try. I have a heart with a key on both sides of that heart. Okay, so there's a key here. There's a heart in between. I feel like the two of you, I feel like he still has feelings and emotions, and you may still hold the key to his heart. Sometimes when that charm comes up, I feel like there's some unfinished business, like he hasn't quite completely opened up. Okay, he may feel you have the key to his emotions, but he might not have given it to you and said, hey, go ahead and open up my heart and let me in. I'm going to get a little clarity with a card here, though. So I feel like there's still love there, but I just feel like he hasn't given you the key. Yeah, he's all caught up in his mind space over something right now. 8 of Swords. Okay. Or you could be caught up in your mind space too. The 8 of Swords is a representation of just a lot of mind chatter. I kind of like to refer to it as mind jail, where we allow our thoughts. Could be some sabotage. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit just said that's just it. He has feelings for you, but he's not willing you to give you the key because he's doubting maybe himself, or maybe how you feel about him. So allow some time, see what happens. He's really caught in his mind right now. Sabotaging it, actually. Sabotaging the relationship. Because there's love here. There's opportunity here.
All right. Our next one is from Jess, who is asking for a general reading on the next few months. Dealer's choice on tarot or charm to predict your future.
General reading. Jesse, you are challenging me today. I like it. All right. Spirit, can you give me clarity, please, for Jess in regards to what is it that he needs to hear over the next couple of months? Can you give me clarity, please? What do you need to hear? All right. I'm going to give you a couple. All right. Okay, so first of all, I feel there's some kind of beautiful new opportunity stepping in for you. This is a time for you to communicate, really, really allow communication to be precise. You're getting ready to walk down a new path. You may even be stepping into some kind of new line of work around being vocal, okay? Ace of Swords is really about truth, integrity, honesty, but it's also a new beginning. So there's something potentially coming up for you maybe in the next week to 30 days that you are really feeling like, oh, I finally get to just get it up and off my chest and move forward. Potentially walking away from something, okay? But the 8 of Cups. So this does say to me that you could be leaving an old job, leaving a relationship. Funny thing with the 8 of Cups is, though, From the outside, people may say, Jess, why are you leaving this job? Jess, why are you leaving this relationship? It looks perfect from the outside. Look at all these gorgeous cups, says everyone outside of you. And you say, you know what? It's just not pleasing me anymore. I still want more. So I feel there's a new opportunity coming up for you. And I feel like it's time for you to take charge, get into that mindset, be authoritative, and move forward. So by the end of the year, I literally feel like there's something that you are leveling up with. Communication is very open, and I don't feel that you'll regret the walk away, whether that's relationship or career. Kind of feel like it's relationship, but you get to decide. I don't see you looking over your shoulder going, oh man, what did I do that for? No. Clarity. You're receiving clarity, my friend.
All right. Our next one is from Jamie, who is asking, will I find love soon through a tarot reading, please?
All right, Jamie. Okay, Spirit, can you please give me clarity for Jamie in regards to love? When is love finding? When is love coming? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit more specific. Spirit, when is Jamie going to find a substantial and sustainable love? Love comes in many forms, right? And it comes in quick sometimes. So let's get that stability. Ooh, girl, you got something coming hot, coming in fast. Like it's coming in hot. Ace of Wands, fire sign, okay? Leo, Sag, Aries. I'm going to say no later than the end of the year. You're going to be very attracted to this person. This person's going to be very attracted to you. You may feel when you first meet this person that you're in competition with other people. Stay strong. This person finds you very, very attractive. You find this person very, very attractive. Don't let, here I'm going to be sounding bossy again, don't let your mind get in the way of something pretty spicy coming, okay? But you may feel a little intimidated because this person's going to be very attracted to you and you to them. And sometimes when we go, oh, this person is so attractive, they probably have so many other people knocking on their door, says the Five of Wands. Now, this person wants to be solid for you under the deck, King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy right around December time frame, going into within the next 30 days through Capricorn season. This is when this person's going to step in. Well, we're still in Virgo season right now. So you technically could be, in the next 30 days, 3 weeks, maybe even potentially over the weekend. Ace of Wands is fast moving energy, man. It comes in quick. So the good old saying goes, coming in hot.
All right. We do have another one from Christina, who is asking about Mitchell. Does Mitchell really love me? Will we reunite for the long term? And is my dad at peace? He just passed. Tarot, please. Sorry, that might be two separate questions.
Yeah. And I would love to connect you, Christina, with your father. But I think right now I'm just going to go ahead and answer this tarot, if that's okay with you. All right, Mitchell, will the two of them reunite? Clarity, please, Spirit. Will they reunite? All right, things need to cool down. You've been going through a lot right now. The answer to that question is yes. The Temperance card says to me that it's just, everything has just been very fast moving. You know, your dad passed, life is happening, work, this, that. There's a lot of stress going on right now. And I feel like right now the two of you just need to slow some things down, calm some things down. So with the Temperance, I do feel it just needs to get a little bit more balanced for the both of you. I do have under the deck the Hierophant. That does say to me that there is a deeper commitment that will come along the way, and potentially by the first of the year it is the Ace of Pentacles, which says to me that when he comes back around, it's going to be something stable. Right now, Christina, it's super important for you to just like focus on you. I'm my condolences in regards to you losing your father, and I do feel that this has something to do with why maybe maybe just a lot happened. I literally see dominoes when I look at you, Christina. When I look at your name, I literally feel like one thing happened and then everything else kind of happened, and it was just like whoa. And Mitch might have went, oh gosh, whoa, this is too much. It'll work itself out. Allow it some time.
All right. Now, before we answer our final question for the day, I do want to remind everybody here that about Teagan's upcoming schedule, in case you are wanting more insight or in case we did not manage to get to your question today. There are so many questions, and unfortunately, we cannot answer all of them today. There's just too many good ones, and we just do not have enough time. But Teagan, why don't you go ahead and remind everybody what your upcoming schedule is for anybody who is interested in getting a one-on-one reading with you.
You got it. So for this week only, I am 12 to 3 Mountain. If you cannot connect with me on the phone, feel free to direct message me through California Psychics link. I can always answer your questions that way, but Tuesday through Friday from 12 to 3 Mountain.
All right. And our last one will be from Athenia, who's asking for a love reading for Joseph. It will be something long-term, dealer's choice. Okay. And one last thing, just before everybody leaves, if you did have a name that was on YouTube and unfortunately did not have your first name included, just know that for our live streams, we are required to at least have a name. That way Teagan could connect faster and more accurately answer your questions. For our future live streams, if you are wanting to have your questions answered there, make sure that if you are asking on YouTube, you include your first name.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so Athena, we are looking into Joseph and if this potentially be a long term. Athena, I feel like Joseph might have shut down a little bit here, might have went within for a little bit, but give me 1 second. Let me see what the cards say here. All right. I have this 7 of Cups. So it does feel to me like right now, as far as like long term, I'm going to say somebody's got a lot on their mind. This is kind of what I was explaining earlier. Like when I first thought of Joseph, I instantly thought that he just went shut down into that little shop. Okay. And the reason why is because he's got too many other things. This could be work. This could be finances. This could be him personally. This could be his social life. This just says to me that there's a lot going on right now. Okay. And there's a lot of heavy energy. This is under the deck clarifying that right now. Okay. But what Spirit is telling me is the two of you can work together. This is the 6 of Pentacles. This is about reciprocity. Right now, you may not be feeling like you're getting much of the exchange. Okay. So I don't want to attach a long term, because when I hear the word long term, I automatically go into marriage. Okay. What I do want to say is that he has got to kind of free his mind from a lot going on around his world right now. I feel like, he needs to drop some of his own personal burdens. And then I do feel that there is opportunity for the two of you to have a better exchange, an equal exchange of give and take with one another. That could take up to 6 weeks. So I do feel like it's potentially getting there, but I just can't attach marriage right now. And that's what I look at long-term as.
All right. Now, also, just as a reminder, we will be live again on this Thursday with our Tarot Thursday that is on Instagram. So if anybody is looking for another chance at a live reading this week, you can join us at California Psychics on Instagram at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will be doing tarot questions that day. Next week, we will be here with Psychic Reagan doing Tarot Takeover. But unfortunately, that will not be live. With our full hour elapsed, I do want to thank everybody today for joining us, and a big thank you to Teagan for joining us well today. There were so many questions that you answered well, and there were just so many that we could get through.
Well, I appreciate it. Every time I'm here, I always enjoy it. So thank you all. Thank you, Carson. It's always a pleasure to do this, and I can't wait to do it next month.
All right. And thanks everyone again for joining us, and bye-bye.